YouTube, Shuken Shinobi here with a review of the S.H.Figuarts Kyoryu Red from Jiden Sentai Kyoryuger. King himself, Kyoryu Daigo, is here. I said his, but I'm going with it anyway. He is here and he's all sorts of cool. As you know, I'm kind of backing out of the Rider figure arts, but I'm still doing Sentai, and I am very glad I am, because this is one heck of a great figure. I've been a big advocate of the Sentai releases. There's very few of them I hate, Bokenger being the only mold I have really big issues with. And this is probably one of, if not the best mold yet. My only main complaint off the top of my head is the fact that the mold buckle is very loose. It doesn't really pop off all that easy, it just wiggles very easy. But that's fine. It does not open, however, but it does wiggle. So you can kind of get the effect that they're going with. If it really bothers you and you don't care about the wiggle, just put a little dab of glue in there and that will solve that problem right up. So very cool. I do love the box work on here too, kind of mimicking the chest pattern up here with the figure right there. It's all sorts of very awesome. So in terms of articulation, even with the shoulder pad there, it does flip up, so you do get full rotation there at the shoulder. Even with the shoulder pad down, it just kind of goes up on its own. So no worries there. Same over here. These are a little bit of an updated version of the Shinkenger shoulders, as you can tell. I said shoulders really weird. So it's not that bad. I prefer the ones that were in the Gokaigers, but given just the inherent design of the Kyoryugers with the kind of a little bit pointier shoulders, with the different colored arms, it's kind of what they had to do, and I don't mind it at all. Full ab crunch, you can actually get quite a bow going, so that's always enjoyable. And these hips, I'm not a huge fan of these style of hips. I really hope future Sentai releases adapt the Kamen Rider Blade body, the new one, with just the way that they have the hips going. A little bit of a squeaky hinge right there, but nothing I'm really too worried about. And the very awesome S.H.Figuarts ankle build down here. Not die-cast, of course, but it mimics the old style, and it works very well. So very cool, and even from the back, it looks absolutely fantastic. So Daigo comes with a fair amount of accessories. He comes with 6 hands, just a typical weapon holding hand for the Gaburicalibur by Daigo. Weapon holding hands for the Gaburevolver. And then posed kind of not Rory, but dinosaur posy hands of justice. So he also comes with a very tiny Zyudenchi that I can't even pick up on my camera, but it's here. It is red. It's yellow on the front for whatever reason. But it is red, so you can tell it's Gabutyra. Just not too much detail, but honestly, if you're expecting detail on something this minute, you got another thing coming for you. So here is the Gaburevolver. Unfortunately, it does not open, so you can't put that little Zyudenchi inside of it for storage or anything like that. But it is here anyway, and it does look very nice. Here's the Gaburicalibur. Again, pretty nice overall. The paint on here is absolutely fantastic. It also does not open, but still a pretty nice little weapon. Unfortunately, a folded one is not included at all, so you cannot make the Gaburicannon, which is a little bit unfortunate. I wasn't expecting this one to fold because of the whole blade thing and stuff, but not having the Gaburicannon is a little bit of a letdown. Now, last but not least, you do have the armed-on arm, as well as his armed-on weapon, the Gabutyra Fang. It opens up, it chomps, and it is all sorts of pretty neat. So I like the way that this ends up looking. They did a really good job holding this. Now this is just basically a glorified hand. It plugs right into the wrist joint, so no worries there. In fact, you might as well just pop it right in here, since he really won't be using it any other way. Now you can put a normal hand on here, have him holding it with the opposite hand if you want to, but whatever floats. So we're going to go ahead and try to pull that off, literally pull it off. Because what you have to do is you have to take off the arm joint right here at this joint up in the arm, or rather at the shoulder, and it kind of gives you the feeling of breaking the figure, and I really hate that. And there's no really other easy way to go around it. You just kind of have to get in there and pull. So I'm actually going to do that off camera because I'm not really getting a good angle whatsoever. So let's go ahead and give this a shot. So just like that, pops right off. I didn't really have too big of an issue. That took a couple seconds, so not all that hard. And just take the new arm. Plugging it in is probably actually going to be more difficult because that joint is going to want to move around. I think I got it. Okay, now I think I got it in there. If it pops off, that's my fault entirely. I'm not sure what to do over on here. One of the biggest complaints about this figure from the fandom so far is the fact that his hand joints are very tight. And I can totally vouch for that. There's a loud click when popping this off, and it shouldn't be that loud. So that's a little bit of a bother. I'm not totally afraid, but a lot of people's wrist joints have been snapping right there, and I don't want that to happen with this guy. So as you can see, that kind of was a little bit of a pain, but I've had a lot worse experiences. So he can hold both of his weapons, but I really like the way that the Gabutyra Fang looks and this armed-on arm looks, so I'm going to go with something like that. Too lazy to break out the Tamashii stages because I really hate Tamashii stages, so we're going to just go with something a little generic. But overall, this is a absolutely phenomenal figure. If you're a fan of Kyoryuger at all, do yourself a favor and pick up this figure. As a Sentai release, it will be very cheap in the aftermarket, more than likely anyway. And it's just so great. If you like Kyoryuger, you can't really beat it whatsoever. Like I said, this is probably one of my favorite Sentai releases. Not only do I love Kyoryuger, I think the mold is absolutely fantastic. Kyoryuger has a really weird design going for it, with a mono shoulder pad, a completely different arm when weapons are being used, the arms being completely different colors, one shoulder pad area being black while the other one's red. It had a lot of mixed up colors going forward, and given the Go Busters fiasco with the black elbow joints, I was really worried, but they did it absolutely remarkably. The knee joints are red, the elbow joints are a maroon color that match the arm perfectly. One shoulder pad is black like it's supposed to, the other is red like it's supposed to. And the armed-on arm actually looks very cool. It's really weird saying that. But there's so much perfect about the figure that there really isn't too much to complain about. Most of the complaints, like I said, lie in the fact that the figure does break mildly easy. Getting the armed-on arm off and on, fun phrases, is a hassle, to say the least. And changing the hands can be a little bit of a problem. My figure doesn't seem to be too difficult to get on and off on both the arms and the hands, but like I said, I've seen a lot of reports of breakage from people who have bought Figuarts for years. His mo buckle is sideways, I just realized that, but that's fine. So it can happen to anyone, so be careful with the figure, but regardless, absolutely worth the pickup. Retail release goes on sale, I'm sure it will at some point. The rest of the Kyoryu team is exclusive. Gold by himself, green and blue in a set, and black and pink in a set. The others, as of this recording, aren't currently announced whatsoever, but hopefully we do get the full team. Love Kyoryuger, love this figure, and all around just very much impressed, and I can't wait to see what the Sentai line does from here with all the new engineering they got in the new Kabuto release. So hopefully they apply it to the Sentai. Not really expecting it, but we'll see what happens. Great figure, worth the pickup. No complaints in my opinion. Thanks for watching, take care, and have a great one. Bye.